Welcome to tonight's stream of the Barrington Broncos versus the Fremd Vikings, a highly anticipated matchup between two MSL powerhouses. The Fremd Vikings coming in with a 13-7 record and an MSL record of 3-3. Barrington at home with a record of 14-4 and MSL 5-1. Tonight I'm joined. My name is Jason Zahler, and tonight I'm joined with my good friend and co-host Jonah Burks. Jonah, welcome. And how excited are you for tonight's matchup?
Oh, I'm very excited. If you were there for the last matchup between these two teams early in the season, Fremd and Barrington went into overtime. On Fremd's court, Barrington came out with the dub. We'll see how it goes tonight here on Barrington's floor, which they haven't lost on.
Absolutely. Currently, Barrington has beaten some notable opponents such as Palatine, Conant, and New Trier, and have a notable loss and a recent loss to Conant, splitting their MSL series 1-1. As Jonah said, the MSL is very close right now between Barrington and Palatine. It'll be an interesting matchup as we could possibly see, both these teams meeting in the playoffs once again, especially for the MSL championship. However, it should be stated that Fremd is currently under expectation that they were going to be one of the better teams in the MSL tonight. So, I don't know if you know, but what happened? Why isn't Fremd, coming out at the same strength and being the team that a lot of people thought they were?
I see what you're saying there, Jason. Definitely with a 3-3 record, Fremd Vikings definitely not living up to expectations. But I would say something just about tonight. You know what I mean? Whatever happens before in the season, that's cool and all, but a rivalry is a rivalry. And you see this across any sport, really. Because on a rivalry game, things start to tighten up no matter the records of the opponents. So I think, like you said, we're in store for a really good game here at Barrington High School.
100%. Fremd enters this matchup with no real notable wins tonight. However, they have several notable losses, of course, to Barrington in that overtime matchup, to Conant, to Glenbard North, a very tough team, as well as Prospect, another really tough team in the MSL. Going back in time, the last time Fremd won the MSL was in 2018-2019 season, going 19-7. Barrington, of course, last won the MSL 21-22 season, where they also got third in state. Very exciting season.
And here we are. We're going to get ready for tip. Oliver Gray there.
Oliver Gray and Jordan Williams set to set off. Jordan Williams will win the tap. Fremd will start with the ball. Midcourt, a lot of explosiveness on this team. However, it hasn't exactly transferred to the basketball court this season for Fremd. So they'll be nearly turned over. Pass around game seen very commonly, and that'll be a shot up by Samuel Hirsch, standout player for Fremd Vikings. It'll be the rebound by Alex Schmitz.
Tell you one thing that the Broncos have struggled with a little bit is the offensive rebounding. We saw that played up on the first possession there. They were able to do better against New Trier, a smaller team, though.
Yeah. Biggest problem that we've seen with Barrington so far has been their start in each game. They've come out a little slow, gotten down, but somehow they end up coming back. Haven't seen much out of Fremd this year. However, it could be said the same as they've had some pretty close and blown out losses against good teams, nonetheless.
I'd agree on that, but I definitely think in the first matchup of this game, we saw Barrington come out to a rocket start, but after halftime kind of tailed off. We'll see how the story tells itself here tonight.
Absolutely. Adam Barrett out to the three-point line, passes to Nick Piper, out to Gabe Gakin. Back to Oliver Gray, the standout point guard. Back out to Piper. This pass around is quite familiar for the Broncos. Nick Piper will draw the foul and get two.
Count the bucket as well, trying to go for the and one play here.
Absolutely. Oliver Gray, of course, the 6'5" shooting guard with Barrington, number 10. has been stated on Hoop Prospects as a top of the line sniper and has been a problem for opposing defenses. Too tall for most guards and too skilled for active off the ball forwards. He looks like every bit of a D1 guard. This is per Hoop Prospects of Illinois. Just like to turn it over to Jonah and ask, has Oliver been playing up to expectation? And I mean, it's been apparent since last year that he's the guy. He's going to be the guy who brings Barrington once again back to the state finals. Be a bucket.
It's interrupted there, Jason. But Schmitz, I mean,
down.
And if you want to talk about, Oliver Gray, I think he's been playing well, but I think what really has been is the supporting cast. And I think when you add on the part of Alex Schmitz shooting almost 50% from three, I mean, that's a huge help. Takes a lot of the burden off his shoulders. He's able to rely on his teammates a lot.
100%. And that was turned over by Fremd. Gabe Dakin grabbing that, getting the steal. Piper drives to the line, gets the bucket. Broncos lead 8-3. 5:50 left in the quarter. In the period, my bad.
Smooth moves there by Piper. Get in there, cross up for a few defenders. There's at least three I can name there.
100%. And the Broncos do have a very good defense, and it has been apparent the last couple games, especially if you've seen our past streams. Big shot by number 10, Samuel Hirsch, the standout Fremd guard. Broncos still lead by 2. As I was saying, Broncos defense for the most part has been standout in keeping teams out of the paint and making them have to go for these mid to long range shots. Oliver Gray will just miss that bucket.
Fortunate. That's one you definitely want to knock down. We'll see how Fremd seems like they're going to slow down here, try and set something up.
This pass around is apparent for both teams. And Fremd will draw the foul. That's number 25, Jordan Williams.
Tell you, Williams has definitely been playing very well for Fremd. Definitely one of those players that if you can really get him playing well, then kind of tips the balances in your favor. So we'll see how he plays tonight. I think that'll be a big factor, seeing how good the Broncos can do tonight.
As he knocks down these free throws, like to throw on Jonah Burke's keys to the game. Jonah, if you could go over some of your keys and kind of what you were meaning by them.
So we can go over my first key. And I believe again, from the first matchup, we saw Barrington come out to a rocket start, really score off the ball quick. And I think if they're going to repeat any of that success, they got to do better in the second half. I think coming out of the locker room, keep that momentum, foot on the gas pedal, because that's really what allowed Fremd to come back and ultimately almost win that game.
100%. Oliver Gray will knock down that shot. Broncos will go up 10-9 versus the Vikings. We'll bring it back up here. Jonah, go over your second one.
I was like on his limit for Fremd's big three of Williams, Cox, and Hirsch. As you can see, brought up Williams a little bit, the volatility of his game and how that kind of leans on whether Fremd, comes out with the victory or not. So I really think limiting Williams, but also Cox and Hirsch, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But definitely Williams. And if we can limit their big three, I think Barrington has a tremendous chance to win the basketball game.
100%. Fremd will look to strike again. Their shoot around. Once again, Barrington doing a really good job, and that'll be a shot up by number 25, Jordan Williams. Will not go. 25, Williams up. Get the layup. He will come down with the points.
There's Williams again there, finishing there, getting the offensive rebound.
We'll bring it back up one more time for Jonah's final.
And my last key would be efficiency in the game, as Oliver Gray knocks down the corner three. Very nice. I would say that being able to match the pace. As you can see early on in this game, we're halfway through the fourth quarter. Both teams already up above, already in the double digits. You can tell that points are just going to be scored there as Williams returns back with a 2 to knot it up at 13. That's going to be the big factor, right? Can you match Fremd shot for shot? Because I think, again, we're going to go up in points as we saw in the previous matchup between these two teams.
Adam Baird with the layup. Broncos go back up. So far, a high-scoring game, 15-13. Broncos lead with 3.5 minutes left in the period.
And you want to talk about pace.
That shot will not go. Number 32, Ryan Brown from the Vikings. The junior, staying at 6'4". Downtown.
Quick trigger.
Solid shot, and that'll be a timeout.
I'll tell you, that one was a quick reload and just let it fly. Definitely a little bit of a heater for Oliver. Definitely, if he
100%.
can get hidden, that would be a fourth key, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oliver cooking the game.
Oliver
Always like
has
to see
been
that.
cooking. Absolutely. No, I mean, looking at these 3 points, I mean, what would you say is the biggest, the most important? I mean, I have mine that I think, but I think the first and the third one kind of mirror each other a little bit, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, but I believe, as we see this game going on here, 5 minutes in, the efficiency. I mean, you see them just boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I'm not going to do some mental math here because I'd probably be wrong, but I mean, this pace is insane right now.
Yeah.
But I definitely would say the big three, and really keying on Williams. We've seen him get a few offensive boards, a few putbacks. Looks like he might be having a night tonight just based off these first 5 minutes.
100%. Broncos lead 18-3 with 3 minutes left in the period. Fremd looking for an opening. This pass around game trying to tire out the Broncos, find somebody open. It'll be a steal by Adam Baird. Retain it, keep it in bounds. Piper back out to Gray, back to Baird. Will drive to the bucket, doesn't find anybody. Out to Adam. Alex Schmitz. Almost said Adam.
Hey, similar name.
Piper steals the ball.
Oh,
It'll be taken back by Fremd. A little too much excitement there. I mixed up my words.
Is this sloppy ball? I think it's just teams playing hyper right now. Just a effect of the pace. It's a side effect here.
Hey, great ball knowledge by Adam Baird. Keeping that inbounds, passing it out, getting the rock out, finding somebody open. That happened to be Alec with a big three.
May I mention again, Alex Schmitz is the dude you want to have the ball in his hands, shooting the lights out this season, as we saw even with the new Trier game.
100%. That shot will not go by number 20, James Muffett, the senior from Fremd. And T-Paz in currently. Bringing out some of their size. One of the things that the Broncos have lacked so far this season is size. Their two tallest players being 6'5" guard Oliver Gray and 6'5" forward Alex Schmitz. Not big by any means for basketball. He'll go for the alley-oop. And will not get it.
And that's definitely been a factor the Broncos have had to play with all season. Again, just having their tallest players there at 6'5". But as you see, with the record 14-4, getting some big wins in conference, out of conference against New Trier, they're able to make it work.
100%.
Not just make it work, honestly, thrive off of it.
And I mean, this Fremd team isn't big either. I mean, Jordan Williams standing at 6'5", Ryan Brown standing at 6'4". So far, the only knowledge we have of the Fremd height. However, they are physical, and that's something that Barrington has shown is their ability. And that'll be a big three shot for Alec. Will not go.
Fell on Williams there. Going for the ball.
And T-Paz will get that foul. 3 fouls from Barrington so far this first period. Only 1 from the Vikings. Broncos still lead the Vikings 21-13 with a minute left. Vikings haven't been able to find any momentum since that timeout. Just not draining any of their shots. This defense, once again, from Barrington has been exhausting and swarming, to say the least. There's a big shot off the backboard. Number 20, James Moffitt, his second missed 3 of the game. 30 seconds left in the period. Adam Baird looked back out to Piper, looking for anything or just draining time. Back to Baird.
Barrington might be trying to drain the clock down here, get the final shot.
Back to Piper, nearly over his head. T-Paz, back to Baird, back to Piper, and they're definitely just draining the clock here, trying to get out of it. T-Paz, big three coming up. Will not go.
Almost a hustle play there by Piper.
Absolutely. I think he was asking for it. 1 second left on the clock, and Gabe Geiken will come in for Nick Piper. Playing his heart out so far, but no wonder he needs a little break. Fremd will try to get a shot off in a second, and nowhere close. First period will close. Broncos 21, Vikings 13. We will be back in just a second. Welcome back. About the start of the second period. We'd like to take a second to recognize Barrington seniors Alex Schmitz, Tyler Schultz, Connor Baird, Ricky Choice, Owen Hart, and Gabe Gakin, as well as Coach William Bell, the assistant coach of the sophomore team, as he'll be retiring at the end of this year as well. Senior night will be this Saturday at 4:30, I believe, against Maine South. Another highly anticipated matchup. Come out and support your Broncos seniors.
Should be a thriller, Jason. Tune in. Be there.
Broncos start the period 21-13, leading the Vikings. Oliver Gray out to Adam Baird to Alex Schmitz, all the way out to Gabe. Nearly picked off. Oliver goes for the deep throw. Ooh, bang!
Quick trigger again.
Oliver's not afraid to take the quick and risky shot, as we can see there. But hey, he drains him.
Exactly. When you play with that much confidence, hey, man, I'd let it fly too.
100%. Barrington's defense was pretty locked down first period. So far, it's looked pretty good too.
Mad scramble there on the floor there.
That'll be a foul on Fremd. Adam Baird will be subbed out for Nick Piper.
It's like a little bit of guard rotation there for the Broncos. Just trying to get some fresh bodies there. Piper getting the rest in at the end of the first.
100%. So far, Oliver Gray leads the Broncos with 10 points.
Oh.
And number 25 for Fremd, Jordan Williams, leads the Vikings with 6. Piper just misses that one.
T-Pass got hacked on that one. Nearly got it to fall, though, for the and one.
Piper will get the free throw. So far, the shooting for Barrington has been really good tonight. Of course, 2 massive threes by Alex Schmitz, as well as Oliver Gray playing a huge part in the short game and the mid-range game with his 10 points.
Jason, when you can get those 2 guys cooking, two high-octane guys, watch out. So I think Barrington, if they're cooking, they got a great chance to win this game.
Piper will knock down both of his free throws. Broncos lead 25-13. It's, again, kind of a passing game so far for this Fremd team, and they haven't really had anything start for them since their timeout in the first period, still sitting at 13 points. Haven't even budged since. Several shots have gone up, just nothing into the bucket. That'll be a big shot by 25. Jordan Williams, that will not go. It'll be turned over.
It's 2 shots right there. Last 2 for Williams rimming out. Got to wonder if he's cooling down a little bit.
Barrington is off to a hot start, and of course, Jonas Keys to the game said to keep efficiency and keep the shooting. Alex Schmitz will go for another 3 and will not go. I mean, what are your thoughts so far? Are they hitting your keys to the game right now?
I'd say they're hitting my keys to the game. My first key definitely relies a little bit on, what they do coming out of the locker room, but hey, they're playing it to a T. They're coming out with great momentum in this first quarter.
Yeah, big shot out by James Moffett will not go. Back out. Number 33, Eric Stanton, will not go either. Foul called on Barrington. Gabe Gakin's first foul of the game. Adam Baird will sub in for Gabe.
Sneaky little 12-0 run there for Barrington right now. Very close to doubling up Fremd in points. See if Fremd can stop the bleeding.
I have to say, though, your second key of locking down this big 3 of Fremd, of Hirsch, Williams, and Cox, I mean, they're hitting it so far.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, they came out, they gave flying, but they've hunkered down. They've been able to lock them up, especially Cox. I'm not even sure if Cox really has a basket this game. And so,
Williams will not go. Back out. And Schmitz.
It's almost as if Williams is trying to take something personal this game. He's got a lot of shot attempts.
They gave the foul to Alex Schmitz. Well, that would have been an offensive push-off. Williams will miss his first free throw with a loud scream from the Barrington student section.
Tell you, they're loud. That is not the end of the court you want to be shooting your free throws.
It'd be Ian Martirosian as Williams will knock down one free throw and put 1 point on the board. Vikings' first point of the second period. Great Barrington student section tonight coming out, supporting these Broncos on this highly anticipated matchup. Connor Baird in the game. T-Pabs will go for the shot, won't get it. Baird, bang.
Good putback there by Baird. Standing there in the right place, able to get the board, put it back up.
Perfect. Perfect, I'd say. Right there to back up T-Paz. That shot is number 32. Ryan Brown will go for that. Will not go. Instead, number 10, Samuel Hirsch, of course, part of that big three. Will hit that three.
Tell you, Hirsch had a parking space right there to shoot that three.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Barrington has done an excellent job of pretty much locking up, and that'll be a turnover by Nick Piper. He's done an excellent job thus far of kind of containing these guys. But when they're left open, they're deadly. That'll be Hirsch again for another three. And a timeout.
I think a smart timeout there by
Barrington.
Tucker, I'd say. Because once a guy gets the hot hand, got to kill that momentum immediately. He could see it. He could see it coming.
100%. We'll bring back on our Barrington seniors. Alex Schmitz, Tyler Schultz, Connor Baird, Ricky Choice, Owen Hardham, Gabe Gakin. Once again, Mr. and Coach Bill Bell will be retiring at the end of the season, the assistant coach to the sophomore team. So he will also be honored on senior night along with these guys on Saturday at their 4:10 game, I believe, kicks off, which we will also be covering. So tune in or come to the game. Show your support.
Yeah, support your Broncos. I just want to give a shout out to Coach Bell. Great guy. Been in the basketball game here at Barrington over 2 decades. Great guy. Can't say enough great things about him.
Barrington will start with the ball. Bill Bell, of course, being our teacher in business. Great guy, great teacher, great coach. Oliver Gray, big three, drains it.
He's got the hot hand, Jason.
Broncos
he's got
30,
the hot hand.
Vikings 20. Finding a little bit of sauce when they needed it. Daniel Coe drive to the basket, will not go. No foul called. That pass errant for Nick Piper. Number 10, Samuel Hirsch will not get it. Back up. Number 20, James Moffitt will get the rebound and the putback.
Hirsch tried to respond back to that great three with a heat check of his own. Was able to get the offensive rebound by a teammate.
Adam Baird looking for anything. Back out to Oliver Gray. Almost had the shot open. Fremd's defense cannot be counted out of this either. Piper looking for anybody. Adam. I mean, Connor Baird with the ball now. This Barrington defense kind of getting locked up right now. Piper drives to the basket. Almost had the shot there. Connor back to Piper.
In a game full of so many quick possessions.
Adam Baird. Ooped.
What I was saying. Clean bucket there by Baird. But in a game of such fast possessions, it's very happy to see Barrington able to score on such a long possession there, having to pass the rock around.
Absolutely. There'll be another high shot that will be sunk for Samuel Hirsch.
Watch out. He's got the shooter's touch now. All he needed to see was one go down. Hirsch definitely a player you want to key in now. That's 2 out of the 3 for the big 3. Williams and Hirsch starting to hit.
Samuel Hirsch, we couldn't find anything on hoop prospects for him, but we did for Jordan Williams and Ryan Cox, both pointed out there for their respective physical and agility skills. This will be Nick Piper driving to the line, back out to Ian T-Paz. Connor Baird. Baird will draw the foul.
That foul was just a product of great ball movement there by the Broncos. Boom, boom, boom. Get it up to clean shot.
100%.
Let's see what Baird can do at the line here.
Connor Baird out there to sink his free throws. He misses first. Vikings will sub out one of their players. Don't care who it is. Does seem to be Jordan Williams, though. Connor Baird will get his second free throw.
33 with a free throw to get us to 33 for the Broncos. See how Fremd responds.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the half. Broncos lead 33-25. Fremd, big shot. Once again, number 20, James Moffitt. I don't think he's knocked down a single one. Oh, I apologize. He has knocked down one. He's got 2 points on the board. That'll be another substitution by Fremd. Jordan Williams coming back in the game.
One of the products of playing at such a high pace, and you see it with a lot of NBA teams such as the Golden State Warriors in their prime, it's a lot of turnovers. Right? You get a lot of steals, a lot of sloppy ball. Yes, you score faster, but at what cost? And I think we're kind of seeing that on display right now for the Broncos in the second quarter.
Williams off the bench will miss that mid-range shot. Barrington looking to lead going into the half with just over a minute remaining. They haven't been as efficient as they were in the first period or to end the first period. T-pass will be blocked to turn it over. Back to number 20, James Moffitt. They're going to call a shove of 33, Connor Baird. I don't know about that one.
I'll tell you, I think Hirsch just lost control. Refs kind of bailed him out on that one.
Fremd looking for some easy points. The layup by number 33, Eric Stanton. Get his first points on the board. Less than a minute counting down. Barrington has failed to find any opening to take a shot. Their shooting has really been what keeps them in the game. They've been one of the best shooting teams in Illinois. Adam Baird drives to the basket, gets the layup. Big two, as less than 20 seconds remain in this half.
He saw him, and then he didn't. Breezed right past him for two.
Fremd, obviously, very patient, not looking to lead in this half. Number 10, Samuel Hirsch. And I don't know what that was, but the clock will hit 0, and we're headed to halftime. Thank you for joining us so far this game, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back to tonight's matchup of the Broncos versus the Vikings. The Barrington Broncos lead the Fremd Vikings 35-27 as we start this second half. Once again, my name is Jason Zahler, and I'm joined by Jonah Burks.
What's good, guys? Definitely, I think tying into what we're going to see in the second half is going to be, can Barrington keep up the momentum? What we saw in the first stanza, the first iteration of this game, Barrington versus Fremd this year, we saw the Vikings come back in the second half, end up back in the second half, winning the third and fourth quarter, and really taking it to overtime. We'll see how the Broncos fare in this matchup.
Absolutely. Fremd will start with the ball. And I mean, you still got a half to go, but Barrington, they started this game really quickly, and they were able to put up a lot of points on the board, of course. Second period, Fremd fought back, put up a couple more. This will be Fremd going to the boards. Number 30, Daniel Coe.
Tough bucket to start there for Fremd. And to your point about Barrington scoring, you got to wonder if both teams scoring are going to kind of regress down to the mean. Both teams averaging around 60 points a game. See how they fare.
Absolutely. Barrington, once again, uses a sort of pass-around offense, tire out the defense, find any opening, and that'll be a turnover by Adam Baird, who's going to try for Alex Schmitz. His number 4, Ryan Cox, will come down with that.
A little bit of airport security, just letting them straight through there for the bucket. Fremd with 2 quick buckets to start off this half.
Alex Schmitz, lights out 3-point shooting in the first half. We'll see what he can do. And they will get Nick Piper on the travel.
Caught him taking too many steps.
Broncos yet to put a point on the board this half.
Sloppy start here. We'll see if they can clean it up on defense.
Absolutely. Defense looked really, really good during our first period, as they held during our first period and most of the second period, as they held the Vikings to just 13 points across 15 total minutes. And then, of course, that second half of that second period, they kind of started to slip up, and that's kind of why we're in the place that we are in right now. Ooh. That'll be a big shot by Jordan Williams. Put another 2 on the board.
Tough bucket. They're starting to score inside here, putting things on glass. Oh, Hot Smith's taking too many steps, just like Piper the possession before. Sloppy start.
Barrington fans not happy about that one.
Brings in question the second half momentum. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Williams with the inbound to Cox. So far, Vikings off to a 4-point run. 6-point run. Number 32, Ryan Brown, will drill that one to take a lead over the Broncos, who have failed to put a point on the board since the start of the half.
9-0 Fremd run to start off the half. Broncos take a timeout.
Coach Tucker not happy whatsoever with that start. We'd like to bring back up Jonah Burks, keys to the game. I think, Jonah, you should take the lead here and say what needs to happen in this second half.
Well, I think definitely not what we saw these last 2 minutes, that's for sure. You know, just playing smart, fundamental basketball here. I mean, you travel twice, 2 possessions in a row. I mean, you give up the ball. I mean, those are basic things that you do in practice. And so I think kind of starting off to what we were doing in the first half, right? Getting open looks. Fremd's defenders were bouncing around. We were finding the open players. We're knocking down those shots. That's what's going to be key here. Finding the open player.
100%. I mean, Fremd team off to a quick start. Just under 6 minutes left in this third period. I mean, you're not going to the panic mode right now if you're Barrington, right? I mean, you're running through the process. You're going to find what works, right?
No, you're only down 1 right now. And honestly, it's just been a quick 2 minutes. I mean, you can stop the bleeding definitely here. And I think it just starts really, getting a clean, solid offensive possession, seeing the ball go through the hoop here, and then going back on defense and playing stout. They've been scoring in the paint. And then, that three there, last hit by Fremd, just a clean closeout.
100%.
Baird bringing the ball up. Passing to Piper. Piper driving in. Pivoting. Oh, just out. Send him to the line.
We'll draw the foul, though. So he'll get some points on the board. Cox is first. His second foul of the game. Piper will drain his first free throw.
Knotted up at 37. Sorry, it's 36. My bad. See if Piper can extend the lead to one. Knocks it down. 1 point Barrington advantage. Cox bringing it up.
Back out to number 32, Ryan Brown. Back to Williams. Nearly stolen by Piper. And they're going to say that was out of bounds on Fremd.
Turnover by Williams there. Barrington ball. Let's see what they draw up here on this possession. Perhaps even driving in, getting to the free throw line in foul trouble. Baird on an attack. He is fouled. We're going to send him to the line as well. Perhaps slowing down the pace of the game here. Maybe that's what Tucker was scheming up in the huddle. Getting to the line, driving in. Maybe trying to play a little bit of the foul game.
So far, Barrington's only points this half come from the free throw line. Baird looking to add to that lead. A little splash.
Second one. A little strong there.
Doesn't matter. Broncos lead 38-36 with under 5 minutes remaining in this period. Fremd going for speed, and the attack will not drop for Fremd's number 10, Samuel Hirsch.
Would have been a tough bucket that touched every part of the rim there by Hirsch. See if Barrington can extend this lead.
Barrington needs to get points on the board in some way other than the free throw line. Pass going for Adam Baird will not go. Williams, route to the bucket, will go. And we have a tie game here.
He's able to finish in the paint like that, even against a Schmitz careening in on him. I think one thing is Barrington got to be able to hold on to the ball in these passes there. Adam Baird had a cut, possibly to draw a foul there. Schmitz from deep. Oh, rims out.
So close.
Tell you, anytime Alex Schmitz shoots the ball, I kind of expect it to go in.
Absolutely. Ryan Stadler joining us in the booth.
Swatted away there. Going to stay on Barrington's side. Oliver Gray to inbound.
Oliver looking for anything. None of the Broncos open. Piper will get the ball. Piper drives to the basket. Goes for the layup, gets it. Broncos lead 40-38. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the period.
A little acrobatics there by Piper. A little flick. Cox
Big
for
shot.
three.
Will not go. Baird with the basket coming down the line. Big shot by Schmitz.
Oh.
Won't go. Schmitz shooting lights out earlier. That'll be a big layup for Ryan Cox.
Tell you, both the Barrington guys there in the paint just backed up, let him get a pretty look at the rim there. Didn't even need glass. Knotted up at 40 here. Just 3:10 left to go in the third. Quality MSL West basketball game going on here. Oliver Gray. Oh, they're going to say traveled. Thought for a second they might have given him the foul in the bucket. Instead, it goes to Fremd.
Once again, Brian Tucker not pleased with that call whatsoever.
I mean, if I'm in his position, And I think, we're on the same side here. I hate to see it. I mean,
we hate to see this. Come on, ref. Nearly Barrington's ball after that drop. Will go for the bucket. Won't get that mid-range shot. Barrington turnover. Barrington rebound by Oliver Gray. Game tied 40-40. Big shot by Oliver Gray off the rim.
A little strong there. We haven't seen Oliver Gray shooting as much. There seems like his first attempt.
I'm looking to grab a charge. Will not get it. .2:15 remaining. Alex Schmitz, big shot, won't go. And what this is doing right now is letting Fremd get down the court super fast. And they do have chances to take pretty open shots, but they're not. So that's Fremd's own fault. But, I mean, Barrington, these rebounds have turned into these fast breaks. I mean, ooh, my friend looking for the foul. None will be drawn. Gray to Baird. Gray, pass meant for Gaken.
Seeing some sloppy fast ball here. And I agree with your sentiment on the Broncos playing fast as Fremd takes a timeout. The Broncos, they're allowing Fremd to come up on the court, get easy, quick layups. And I think, honestly, to Fremd's testament, if I'm Fremd, I'm playing at a breakneck pace because you see what the Broncos were doing after Fremd went on the 9-0 run to open up the quarter. Broncos really tried to slow it down, get it to the free throw line, get some easy buckets. I definitely say Fremd in this second half is winning the pace advantage.
100%. I mean, neither team has played exceptionally well, but we could definitely, thus far, give this period to Fremd in terms of their scoring and their efficiency. Barrington, once again, just kind of playing sloppy. I mean, no other word for it.
You go up in a half at an 8-point advantage. You find yourself down 2. Just gotta weather the storm here. You know what I mean? Stay even, stay calm, stay collected. Take it into the fourth here. Close game, have a chance.
100%. We'll take a look at the Barrington student section. Going wild for these Broncos.
I'll tell you, they're rowdy. Gotta love the student section.
Little country night. Ian Martirosian. Of course, the biggest guy standing there.
They're definitely a rowdy bunch.
Rowdy bunch. He's probably the one you can hear over us screaming during the Fremd free throws. We'll come out of this timeout. Minute 38 remaining. Broncos trail the Vikings 42-40.
Hey, this is what you expect, a rivalry game.
Nearly
MSL
turned
West
over.
ball.
Simply put, this has been a fist fight for every point and a scrap. A lot of fouls so far. Minute 24 remaining. Vikings lead 42-40. Broncos ball. Point leaders currently number 25, Jordan Williams with 13. Number 10, 12 for the Vikings.
Ball gets tipped out of Nick Pipert's pass there to the hands of the Fremd defender. About a minute left here.
As you can see, Oliver Gray not in the game right now, taking a little breather. That'll be a...
Fortunately, we saw T-pass, touch the hardwood, try to get back there on defense. Easy bucket for Fremd.
Less than 40 seconds and counting. Vikings lead the Broncos 44-40, and that's just not good enough bucket for Nick Piper. The foul will be called on Fremd, though. Barrington. So it will be called on Barrington. Wow.
It's a tough mid-ranger Piper tried to do there. I see the vision. Just didn't come true. And you got to think let me do some quick math here. 12-point swing here for Fremd in the third quarter. Again, Broncos, where's the second half momentum?
We need it. We need the keys to the game. They need to see the keys to the game. Maybe introduction of Ricky Choice Owen Hart, Tyler Schultz off the bench.
I definitely think Ricky Choice, he knows how to play basketball. I tell you, he knows the fundamentals of the game.
He's a fundamentalist, as some would say. Fremd will draw that foul.
Tell you, from what I hear around the team, he's definitely one of the hustle players they got there on the bench.
As a new face will enter the game, Bruce LeBlanc for Adam Baird.
Perhaps going for a little more size there. Mr. LeBlanc checks in.
Very interesting play by the Broncos right now, sitting three of their best players, Oliver Gray, Alex Schmitz, and Adam Baird. As Fremd will get the layup.
Tough finish.
And the third period will end. We're going to go on a little game break, and we will come back with Ryan Sadler on the mic. And we will return with the start of the fourth period, the second half of the second half. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Broncos trail the Vikings 40-46, a highly anticipated matchup, this MSL matchup of the week. We're, of course, joined by Jonah Burks and newly joined by Ryan Stadler. Welcome.
Hello, what's up, everybody? How we doing?
Great. I mean, it's been a close game, pretty much all game. Kind of a slow start for these Broncos. As the Broncos will be inside their own league, and Alex Schmitz will come down with the bucket. First points on the board.
We like to see a nice, quick, easy bucket for Schmitz. Get him reintegrated back in this game after missing a couple threes.
Absolutely. Alex Schmitz started off hot in the first period, playing lights out from the three. I believe going 3 for 3 or 2 for 2.
We'll say, Jason, tell you, 9-0 run for Fremd to start the third. Then they come out punching even more, coming with a 6-point advantage into this quarter. We'll see how the Broncos can withstand the punches by Fremd.
Alex Schmitz with a big rebound.
I think if the Broncos can really push the pace here, take shots, but take smart shots. They've been chucking up threes at the end of the third. And I think if they can prioritize and be efficient, just like one of your keys to the game, Jonah, be efficient with your shots, they can definitely win this game.
That pass will be thrown out of bounds by Fremd. Inbounded by Adam Baird, Nick Piper.
Hey, let's see how Piper can command this offense here as they start pressing up at half.
So far, I mean, this Fremd defense cannot be underestimated. This Fremd defense has really stepped it up, especially in the second half, as well as their offense. I mean, but their defense has been borderline shut down. Adam Baird will throw it off the backboard.
A little strong there by Baird.
Number 20,
and over the back.
James Moffitt. Once again, going for a three that he will not get.
Student section like that one.
Adam Baird, Nick Piper in the back court. See if they can get some points on the board. Adam Baird. The biggest problem the Broncos have seen.
There it is.
Big two by Alex Schmitz. The biggest problem that the Broncos have seen, except for that portion, has been getting open and getting enough space to take a shot, drive in, get points, realistically. This Fremd defense has been all over them the second half. What can they do to stop that? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think moving the basketball is important right there. They get a few quick passes together. They get the ball down low and they score. If they can do that, be quick, be smart with it, nothing too fancy. Just play some good old basketball.
Absolutely. And that foul will be on Alex Schmitz.
I'm gonna mention a candy, and I think it's the way to describe how the Broncos are really handling, the passes and stuff. Butterfingers. They're dropping too much, too many turnovers. I mean, corral the ball, get it up. I mean, 2 hands, please.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Once again, I mean, Broncos offense has struggled this game, but they've started off good enough, I'd say, for this fourth period. But they still trail, nonetheless.
Get 2 quick buckets by Alex Schmitz there, quick little right-handed layups.
They'll be stolen by Alex Schmitz. We'll be talking about Butterfingers. Oliver Gray drives, and we are tied. Broncos 46, Vikings 46, with just over 5 minutes remaining.
Give that boy some peanut butter with that jelly right there.
Talk to him, Seven. 3-minute drought for the Fremd Vikings offense. Where have they been?
I don't know. I mean, you could go over a number of things, but this Broncos team has been resilient. I would say this game has been, and they've shown it just in this quick start of this fourth period. Resiliency has been key to how they've been playing. We'd like to just throw back up our seniors for our senior night recognition on Saturday, including Alex Schmitz, Tyler Schultz, Connor Baird, Ricky Choice, Owen Hart, Gabe Gakin, and Mr. Bill Bell, who will be retiring at the end of the year and as the assistant coach to the sophomore team.
I don't know how many times we got to say it. Pull up, be there. It's going to be an absolute movie. Be there or be on the live stream. 2 options.
Absolutely. Same place, 4:30, I believe. I may be wrong about that. Still important game nonetheless. Big senior night for, of course, starters Gabe Gakin and Alex Schmitz, as well as the rest of those guys. 4:50 on the clock. This pass around by Fremd. I mean, Broncos defense, they've done a pretty good job so far this period, kind of clamping up anything in the short or the mid, pushing them to take these long, drawn-out shots that might not be fully open.
You notice what they're doing. They're slowing down the pace, making Fremd have to search for a shot.
Number 10, Samuel Hirsch, rushed to the basket, knocked out, still in bounds.
Save.
Williams will hit the layup.
Williams, right place at the right time, throwing up with the left.
Unlucky. It's an athletic play by Baird right there, but just close to the wrong team.
Absolutely. Wouldn't say that that's a fault of the defense, just an unfortunate mistake. Piper will be knocked out of the hands of Piper by number 30, Daniel Coe.
Lee Brown got his whole palm on that one. Tried to go with the right just like Schmitz did twice prior.
Once again, an issue that the Broncos have seen is trying to get open. Schmitz, Oliver Gray. Gray out to Adam Baird. Gabe with a little bit of space. Screen set by Piper. Piper will get the ball back to Alec.
Oh.
Gabe wide open. Sets. Three! Gabe Gakin to take back the lead.
Like the number on his jersey, 3 points for Gakin. Count them.
Couldn't have come at a better time. Gabe, welcome back to the game. Be a foul on Barrington.
I'll tell you, when Gabe's open, when he gets the ball, he's knocking it down. He's making it count.
100%.
You put him in the corner right there.
More.
I mean, that's his spot. He is hot right there.
Could not agree more. Fremd looking to retaliate. Broncos lead 49-48. Close game as we stretch to just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Nearly an errant pass. They will call the foul on Barrington?
Yeah, on Piper. I mean,
I don't know about that one.
Well, it's just unnecessary by Nick. He's doing too much there. Alex already got him stood up. It doesn't look like he's going to make the shot. Nick just comes in from behind him and just whacks him. You got to be smart here when you're under 4 minutes.
Free throw will not go. Of course, the
Student section
sound of the screams by our Barrington student section. Mostly Ian Martirosian. Williams will go for a second one. They'll sink it. We're tied, 49-49. Just over 3 minutes remaining. What does Barrington need to do to win this game? I mean, we've seen a couple different strategies, but is it time to see some fresh faces? Or is it just going to be play hard, play fast? Ball gets knocked around a couple Barrington players, passed around. Alec, 3, will not go. Rebound by Cox. Go back to you guys.
I just think getting open look there. I mean, Schmitz, I trust him from 3, but he just hasn't been knocking him down like he did in the first quarter. But shoot or shoot. So I mean, if it goes, it goes.
Yeah, keep shooting. But again, I feel like that's not a smart shot right there. There's time on the clock. You're tied 49-49 late in the fourth. Wait for a better chance. You don't got to chalk up the first one you see.
Cox to Williams. Williams will not go. Rebounded by Gray.
And on defense, that's the man who you got to key on. Williams has been playing personal ever since tip. Got to stop him.
Once again, Adam looking for anything. He will Nick got that. Rebounded by Schmitz. Back out to Gabe. Will not shoot for it. Be blocked by Piper. He'll draw the foul.
Notice how Gabe playing the smart basketball, looking for another open pass. That's just his nature. That's just how he plays.
I mean,
beautifully on display there.
Even though, for some of you, you might have seen that, said, hey, Gabe is wide open. Why isn't he taking that? He just sunk that other 3. Piper will sink that first free throw.
It's cash from the free throw line.
It goes to Gabe's intelligence in the game of basketball. He's a patient player. He understands what needs to be done in the moment. Piper, last free throw, will sink it. Broncos lead 51-49 with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Love to see it. MSL West basketball rivalry. Here we go. Under 2. The difference is 2. How will this finish?
Cox, speed. Ooh, hit it. We're tied again. 1:45 on the clock. This will be a nail biter for sure. Piper looking for anybody out to Alec. Back to Piper. Looking for anybody open. Problem is there is no separation. Adam Baird, as I say separation, he gets open. We'll see it again. Alec, basket.
There it is.
Schmitz with the big layup.
That's what you got to do right there. Quick, simple buckets. You're on top 2 points now, minute 22 to go. That's how you win basketball games right there.
Could not agree more. We'll throw up one last time for all the fans. Jonah Burks, keys to the game.
Put him up, put him up. Fremd's big 3. We've seen her hit a couple of 3s early. A little bit non-existent in the second half. It's really just been Williams driving hard in the paint, shooting. He's really taken this game personally. And, that's how they're going to live and die. I think maintaining the first half momentum, yes, we came down in the third, but we've been able to weather the storm. We've seen Schmitz 3 times in this quarter go with a right hand with a quick layup, cutting, moving. I mean, it's been beautiful basketball from Schmitz in this fourth. And I think the efficiency, knowing how to weather the storm, right? When playing at a fast pace in the first quarter was hitting 21 points in the first, but in the second half wasn't really working. They limited the efficiency. They slowed it down. They did long, drawn-out possessions, and I think that's really worked to get the Broncos back in this game.
Couldn't agree more. Ryan, what are your takes on the Keys? I know you haven't been here for the entire game, but you've seen a little bit, and what can you say?
Don't worry about it. I was catching up on it while I was at work, but, I think Jonah said it pretty well. I think, especially in this fourth quarter here, more times than not, Barrington's been efficient with the ball. I think they've also limited their chances, with Williams. He's had his shots, he's had his makes, but nowhere near as good as he could be. I think Barrington's handling him well. I think, like Jonah said, they've weathered the storm. I think we're going to be in for quite a show here in the last minute 22.
Absolutely. Fremd will start with the ball. As we said, a minute 22 remaining. Broncos up 53-51. It's been a nail biter, and it'll probably end as one. Keys to this Broncos defense is lock up any speed and stop anything, as this will be Williams driving to the basket. It'll not go. That'll be a foul on Alec.
Tough bucket. Had a lot of rotation there.
Alec's 4th of the game too.
I just really got to be careful.
Notable.
So we expect a loud student section for these free throws. Williams, drain it.
Student section doing their best to will him to miss.
Williams bounces, is yet to go 2 for 2 on the night. Barrington will grab the ball. Piper, team captain for the Broncos football team. It's got to translate to this last minute of the game. Broncos still lead 53-52. Wasting time seems to be their game plan, but a couple points won't hurt at all.
And I'll say in a 1-point game like this for Barrington, limit the amount of possessions we've seen from. Again, score very quickly on fast breaks, so you can just limit the possessions. Again, 46 seconds, chew the clock down a little bit, definitely to Barrington's advantage.
Foul on number 4, Ryan Cox, who's had a bit of a quiet game. 3 fouls and only 8 points. We back out to Nick Piper. Once again, draining time seems to be their play. Piper finding anything open. Alex Schmitz.
It's Williams' first foul of the game. Wow.
Jordan Williams, can't count him out. Amazing player. Definitely holding majority of the points with 19 thus far.
I'll tell you, a lot of them very close. Probably could have had a little bit more, too, on top of that.
30 seconds remain. That'll be another foul by Ryan Cox.
It's like Nick's trying
for the game.
It's like Nick's trying to go for a washing machine right now, just getting contacted all over.
Absolutely.
Playing the foul game.
They haven't played a pretty game, but they're winning. Don't know what else can be said for that. Barrington once again trying to drain time. A turnover here would be disastrous. Another foul by Fremd. Go to the free throw line.
Gotta imagine they're close to getting in the bonus here.
Piper done very well at his free throw, and he'll sink the first one. Broncos will take a 2-point lead, 54-52. Of course, we have Alex Schmitz back where you probably can't see him on the camera. As Gabriel now stand back. Piper would switch both of them as they take a 3-point lead.
It's great stuff right there from Piper.
Laser focus.
Clutch in the big moment.
Less than 20 seconds remain. Williams with the ball, matched up on Alex Schmitz. Number 10, Samuel Hirsch, back to Williams. 9 seconds remain. A 3 is needed to tie.
Take it to the clipboard. Timeout, Fremd.
Vital timeout by Fremd. I mean, 6.2 seconds remaining. Down 3. You're going for a 3 here, obviously. Of course. You're not going to try to draw a foul. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Is Barrington going to try to draw a foul?
All you need to do here is not foul. They're going to look it in. They're going to obviously look 3 ball. They're not looking for a quick bucket. They need a 3. Just be smart, close out, but don't foul. That's the last thing you need right now.
If I'm Barrington, hug a guy if you have to. I mean, just don't let him get up a shot. But if, once he starts that shooting motion, I back away. Hands up in the air, try and defend it.
Absolutely. Once again, Hirsch with a ton of speed, currently has 14 points. I mean, between him and Williams, who has 19, you got to make sure that they're not getting anywhere. You're sticking Alec and Oliver, your two tallest guys on both of them. But, I mean, Hirsch's speed. And don't let him get open.
I think really what they might be drawing up in this huddle here is maybe a Hirsch catch and shoot, a situation, just have him run, do a bunch of cardio, try and get an open look there. Sadler, what do you think they're drawing up right now?
I'll be honest. I think they're going to do something, get the ball in right away, run to a corner, do some sort of handoff and get a, quick one off the handoff. That's my guess. That or some sort of elevator screen here. But Barrington just needs to be smart. Like I said before, don't foul. Just close out, straight up. You got 6 seconds to hold out right here, and you walk away with a W. It's not that deep.
6 seconds for the rest of their lives.
Well, I'll tell you, 6 seconds feels like an eternity in
Once
basketball.
again, massive MSL matchup here. Fremd, thought of to be one of the better teams in the MSL this year. Barrington will take another timeout. I mean, Vikings have seen little success this season, but once again, it can't be counted out that both these teams were projected to be MSL, top of the MSL this year. Barrington was ranked number 22 in the Chicagoland area by Chicago Sun-Times writer Michael O'Brien, and ranked number 59 in Illinois by Max Preps. Fremd ranked number 103 in Illinois by Max Preps. I mean, again, these are current rankings, but find them before the season started, and a lot of them had Fremd above Barrington.
I think it's just a testament to how good the Broncos have been. Obviously, maybe not the season Fremd was looking for. Like I alluded to earlier, rivalry game brings them all close together. Whether you're ranked 59th, ranked 103, it's going to be a tight game between these two.
Absolutely. 6 seconds remaining. Biggest MSL matchup of the year so far.
Here you go. What I say, watch that elevator screen.
Less than 5 seconds. Cox will not go. Punched out. Hirsch.
There it is.
Barrington wins. 55-52. Zeros on the clock. What a game. What a nail biter. And what a comeback by Barrington. Wow.
Know what it sounds like to me? Guess what we're having for dinner tonight? W. That sounds like a rivalry win to me. That's a big win right there.
I'll tell you, we rode the wave of emotions this game. Big high, third quarter, sank a little bit low, but you know what? We came back and we won on top.
Good
God comes out. Let's
agree more. We'd like to say thank you for joining us tonight, but also be sure to come out on Saturday for the 4:30 game, the senior night for Barrington against Maine South, honoring our seniors Alex Schmitz, Tyler Schultz, Connor Baird, Ricky Choice, Owen Hart, Gabe Dakin, and Mr. Bill Bell. We thank you for joining us tonight. My name's Jason Zahler, our cameraman, Kevin, Ryan Stadler, Jonah Burks. We're signing off for the night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.